We're live.
Yay! All right, I have tons of stuff.
Good.
So welcome. Make sure that you post something in the chat box because it pops up on the little screen so we can see that you're here. We love to hear any of your comments.
That'll be my job today.
Okay.
I'm
Your
gonna
opinions.
respond.
I have the list, of course, in case I have the list of stuff and I will tell her what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Which is the way
This
we
is how
roll.
we do.
So I want to tell you two stories though before we start, so I don't forget. So last night, Suzanne already heard this, but last night I'm sitting at the computer playing my game with my friend Terry from North Dakota, and I hear this voice, and I said, "Is that Morgan? Morgan's here." My youngest daughter, who
Is
is
in France.
getting her master's in international business something. She's been gone since January, and I hear her voice. Happy birthday. Now, my birthday's not for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we're celebrating it this weekend.
Aww.
So everybody knew.
So she came home for your birthday.
Home for the birthday
that's
weekend.
awesome.
Well, so we're leaving tomorrow to drive to Charlotte. And Kelsey, I have 4 girls, in case you guys didn't know. So Kelsey rented an Airbnb across the street from Shayna, because Shayna bought this $500,000, 1,200 square foot
house in Charlotte. Because that's how
in
much
the
they
middle
go
of
for.
Charlotte.
Yeah, that's how much they
but
go
it's
for.
so cool.
Right.
Like you can walk everywhere. You're walking up and down mountains, but you can walk everywhere.
I can't believe she came back.
Oh my
from
God!
France.
So I have a video of it. I'll have to show it to you. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
just going,
awesome.
You can see, I look so old and so fat, but let that go. So I'm looking at him going, and Jerry knew. So Jerry took videos. Jerry went out. Jerry is known for like 4 days. Everybody knew but me. And I'm going, what are you doing here? Did they kick you out?
Did they
kick you out of school? Like, what are you doing back here?
I know when
So
children.
So this weekend, it's my birthday. We're celebrating Sarah's birthday. We're going out to dinner Saturday night. And Morgan wanted to come to see Harper, the new grandbaby. So
Last year they got a limo.
That was fun, but that was for my 65th birthday. That was like
I got to go on that.
That was I would have been happy just driving around in the limo all night.
I know.
Like that was
But
super
then we
fun.
ate fancy.
We did eat
swanky food.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a blast.
So all the personal stuff.
So I have one more thing.
Oh, good.
So did you know? I don't know if I should say this out loud. That there is lemon cake in the refrigerator over in the office.
I heard about Sharon getting given.
Sharon got given this cake. She comes over
by
to
the
me,
best baker
but she comes over to me with this cake, and I'm like, "Get that cake away from me! I'm not eating cake. I haven't eaten cake in a year. Like I'm trying to be super good." I said, I said, "So who made that cake?"
Yeah, that was all over after that.
Barbara West.
Yeah, Barbara West makes the best.
You have to give me a piece of that cake. Yeah.
Is it gone?
No, there's still. I think there's like.
What's your birthday cake?
This much left. No, I had my piece. I brought 2 pieces home. Jerry ate those 2, but like seriously, Barbara West we hadn't seen for years and years, like even way before COVID hit.
And then she came back. She looks great.
She looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I love seeing people after a long time.
Like good like her daughters, like they are so good to her too. They always bring her here. Like they have.
She still has time to bake.
They have good. Yeah, they said she bakes cake all the time. I'm like, do not let her bring them here. So those are my 2 stories. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was my life.
You just did.
Program. No, my program. My life program. So there are 2 sessions left for this 6-week session. Oh, and a makeup session because I was gone that 1 week because I went to Charlotte to help out with the new baby. So there are 3 sessions left. If you're interested in checking it out, just come. It's Mondays at 1:30. It's people that are really, really worried about falling, like people that have a hard time walking, people that can't really get up and down off of a chair. It's a great class. We work on a lot of balance exercises that you can do at home. We do a lot of lateral stability, core strength. Right now, it's a pretty big class. It's I think 24, 25 people in there now. The next session, you can sign up for that online, and I'm not going to charge for that session. So there's another 6 weeks left.
Very good.
All right. The other thing is Silver Arts.
Wake County Senior Games. Let's explain what Silver Arts is.
Yeah.
In Wake County Senior Games, we are one of the only state in the United States that has a Silver Arts component to it. And Nancy is the Silver Arts coordinator for Wake County Senior Games, which is one of the largest in the state. And one of the biggest things we do is we host a Silver Arts Follies show. So now.
So it's going to be over at the Garner Performing Arts Center, GPAC, the old school commons, the old high school. And it is going to be on Wednesday, March 22nd at 4:00. It is free and open to everybody. It is amazingly usually it's an awesome show.
Great
Everybody's
show.
like, "Oh, Nancy, you put on such a great show."
But it's all
But
the
it's not
performers.
me, right? It's not me.
But we get all
It's-
the credit. That's good.
Yeah, but it's all these talented seniors, crazy talent.
And we're also having the art exhibit in the lobby.
Yes. And
You want to explain how they're going to do that? They're going to drop their items. The visual and heritage arts is also part of that. So that would be paintings, heritage paintings and photography. And then your heritage is, basket weaving and needlework and quilting, that sort of thing.
Afghans, knitting,
Right.
crocheting,
So-
doll making, jewelry making.
Right. So we're going to put that all
together.
together like we did last year. And that worked out really well because there were a lot of, it kind of forced people to come to the show that they wouldn't normally come to pick up their artwork and find out if they had won. And it also gave them an opportunity to be in the lobby with other people seeing their work. Where
My plan is once we get them all judged, it's all online when you need to drop your stuff off. It's I think it's like the second week of March that you're going to drop it off here Tuesday and Thursday from 12 to 4. And then I think what I'm going to do is clean out that closet that's over by me.
Yeah, and we'll have them judged,
And I'm going to hide them
we'll
in
set
that
them out,
closet.
and we'll set them out that morning.
But I'm going to call them all, like when they win. I think my plan at this point, I might be being an overachiever, and that may not happen. But I want to call them and say, are you going to be at the Silver Arts? And if they are going to be at the show, I want to have runners.
Last year, I told them they had to come to pick up their work.
Yeah,
So
I want to
it kind of made them.
but I want
made
to
them
find
come.
out if they're there, and then I'm not going to have them come up on
Right.
stage, but I want them to stand up, and I've already got runners that are going to run them their medal.
Oh, okay.
So
Good. Oh, that would be neat. Yeah. So we can
announce
actually
them
honor
and-
them. And then there's another component, which is literary arts. You still have time to register. The registration deadline isn't until March 1st. So right?
Yeah, the end of,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's March 1st or if
End of February.
it's the end of February.
You still have time to register. If you have
You
any
do.
questions, call the 5 Point Center and we'll give you that number.
Yeah, it's all online. Yeah, don't call here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've already signed up a couple people. It's fine. This is yours, St. Patrick's Day Bingo on 3/16. It's a Wednesday.
Well, we have a couple of special events coming up. Let me
Yeah.
hit all three of them at the same
okay,
time.
you can.
So we have next month, we have our St. Patrick's Bingo, and it's also a potluck. And so you can either bring a dish or $5 for food. With last couple we've had have been great, but
Do
it's
they have
great.
to sign up?
Yes, they do. So you can see us at the front desk. You can call in or you can register online, and we'll be glad to help you with that.
Let me mark these off. So
Yeah.
we know what we've done.
We have a couple of
this.
trips coming up. Most of them are full. These have been out for a while in our last brochure, but we had Tryon Palace and the Art Museum. So Art Museum is coming up on the 23rd of February.
Yep.
And
Are you going to do 2 buses if you get enough people on the waiting list?
can't do Art Museum because that's also the day, our finale of our Gardening for Life program from last year. So I need to be here. I don't really have enough staff to do it, but everybody, should be back. They should be back by 2. So anybody that wanted to do both of those programs, but do you mind if I go ahead and talk about Gardening for Life?
No, go for it.
All right.
Let me mark that off.
So Gardening for Life was our program that we got a grant for last year. Very excited to have teaching gardens developed in the back of our building. And recently we had a fence put in to block off, to keep the critters out and also to keep people out of them. So they are, but it's also keeping us out a little bit. So we're having another gate. We're having another gate built on the other side. The fun thing about next year is we're expanding a little bit. We're making an all organic garden, which we weren't that far off from last year with the
Really?
advice we gotten from. So there's no pesticides or anything that we're using, all natural, everything. We're also starting composting. All this is going to be led by.
I gave our composting thing to Katie.
This is going to be a better composting. This is actually, I've got a meeting with a Boy Scout and he's going to develop 2 composting bins behind the little decorative fence down the hill.
Okay.
So,
I know what you mean.
yeah, so we're going to learn a lot this year, a lot of different things, not just, we did a lot of container gardening and just the basics this past year. But anyone can come to this program. It's free of charge. We'll have a series of speakers. We have a unofficial partnership with Sweet Peas here in Garner, and they're going to be helping us with getting the seedlings, and they're going to use some of their greenhouse space to get our plant started. So we're going to be able to plant seed, know that they're growing in a greenhouse, and then come back here and have them planted in our garden.
Cool.
So it's a lot different than buying, starter plants
fun.
from Lowe's.
We have an I am blessed. I love that.
I am blessed.
Who is that? You have to
Hello.
say who you are. Good morning.
So with that, we're having our finale for that. We have Nancy and I have been working. Nancy's been working hard.
That's not true. No, it's been a group effort.
Yeah,
for sure.
But we've been working on a guidebook. It's basically a collage and rundown of everything we did last year, and it was just such a neat program. Looking back on it, we did so much. We had a huge component with people teaching cooking and canning and preserving food,
and the composting and nutrition,
changing holiday recipes. Yeah. We had the journaling and the art, the journaling trips to small trips to like Tony Avent's farm, that kind of thing. So we just had a great time and really got to be a pretty close knit little group. But we are welcoming new people in beginning in April. March, April. We're going to have a lot of work days in March because we have a lot of work to do to develop the new part of the gardens inside the fence. So
anybody willing to
anybody that's interested,
some mulch.
Right? Anybody that's interested in able-bodied, will be love to have your help.
Yes.
Is that good?
I
think I knocked all my stuff off.
I'll let you know if I see anything more that you have to do. So I just want to let you all know that Alex Lewis, who is our Zumba Gold instructor, will be teaching for Karen Thursday, March 9th. So that's like not next week, the week after. It's like in 3 weeks. There's that. Next coffee talk we have to have on the 4th Thursday instead of the 3rd Thursday because you're going to that conference.
Yes, I'm going to the North Carolina Council on Aging.
Is it the leadership
network conference?
Okay.
I think is what it's.
And where is it?
It's in Charlotte.
Oh, cool.
I don't know where.
Cool.
Might go hold your baby.
Definitely, you should. She'll be home. She's not working.
I think it's real close to where she
I don't
lives.
think she's back to school by then. I think she doesn't have to go back till April. But yeah, you should check it out. So we're going to do the next coffee talk will be on March 23rd instead of the 3rd Thursday. There's that. I talked about the cake. Couple classes. There are still 3 adult classes, ages 16 and up, that are held here at the senior center, not over at the rec center. There just wasn't room over there. Yoga on Tuesday nights. Oksana teaches gentle yoga at 5, and hatha yoga, which is a little bit more advanced, at 6:30. That new session starts the first week of March, Tuesday, March 7th. Then Kimberly McGee has changed the name of her class from Dance Fusion to Afro-Latin Groove.
Did we get that straightened out in the media?
Okay. I did. I think I did them all. She has a makeup class on the 9th because I think her father got really sick or something.
Yeah, something happened last week.
Yeah. And then the new session starts in March 23rd. She had like 20 people in her class this session, though. So she's gotten really into the salsa stuff. Yeah. So that's why she's doing this Afro-Latin thing. Yeah. So yesterday, I found out that Sarah Rogers has been playing Scrabble on Tuesdays here in the game room at 12 o'clock. So I'm putting it on the schedule.
She didn't know that she was now in charge of something. But,
she's okay with that, though.
Basically, people, we don't have a whole lot of free space here. And so we're having to kind of double up on some of the things. But when we found out that she was coming in and playing an unofficial game of Scrabble, we have to put it on the schedule. We can't just have random people come in because we do have such a tight group and we have so many people coming. Yeah. And it's we were playing Scrabble and then we weren't, and then we were.
But the other thing is too, because we're a municipality, it can't turn into like a private club thing. Like
we have to be open to everyone.
Everybody has to be.
And we have so many new people. I mean,
people have been really cool about being welcoming now.
And we've had so many really nice new folks come
Younger.
in. Yeah, just really, and not that that matters.
I'm not the youngest person by far anymore.
Yeah, and in 2 more months, I'm going to be qualified.
I hated that.
Bum, bum,
I've never filled out an application still.
I've been here since I was 28 years old, and I'm now going to be.
I didn't have white hair when I first started. It was probably I did underneath.
I didn't have bad roots.
But now, so Scrabble, it used to be Scrabble and Dominoes alternated. But now Tuesday is going to be Scrabble and Thursday is Dominoes.
So they are still playing Dominoes.
But they play Dominoes
in the game room.
in the
lounge. Yeah. But the Scrabble and Mahjong are playing in the same room at the same time.
And they were cool with that. Yeah. I talked to John. So, like they were cool.
Just know you have to choose.
And they are helping new people learn how to play Mahjong. I dropped somebody off the other day and he said they have another one coming this week.
Good.
So
Mahjong is a tile game. I think a lot of people have played it, the solitaire game online. It used to be a big thing.
It looks very complicated.
It does. It's not, I don't think it's all that matchy. I think it is matching, but it's not as much. But anyway, it's a game that really has just kind of gotten some
it's getting pretty
popularity here. Yeah. Sometimes we're after the game on things and like
we were kind of ahead of the game with pickleball.
Yeah, we were like ahead of the game on pickleball, but Mahjong's been out for a million years and we just hadn't had enough interest in doing it. But we do now, so that's great.
Yep. But yeah, because for a while there they were saying they couldn't teach them. They were going to set up like special things, but they seem to be fine with if you knew and you want to learn and just sit and watch.
Yeah, but for the professional Mahjong players, it doesn't really work out. So if you're looking for a real hardcore game,
we try not to be hardcore on
anything. So if you want to learn how to play pickleball, you're learning how to play here, and you're probably going to go to the rec center because you'll want to have a more competitive atmosphere.
Yeah.
We try to just accept everyone in where they are.
Ukulele's
fun. We have like 12 people, I think.
He had a whole bunch of guests the other day.
So Joe came from, I think, Moore County or another area. He was going to a senior center, Joe Minturn, and he was part of a ukulele group, and he wanted to start one here. This is years ago. This is before COVID. And we had a decent little group. We had about 10 before COVID.
A couple of people weren't.
He had loaned out a bunch of his ukuleles, and then COVID hit, and we didn't have any kind of records. Anyway, everybody was honest and brought the ukuleles back. But over the COVID time, I learned how to play. I self-taught myself on YouTube, and now I've got the list of everything they're playing. If I can ever figure out how to get in here, I'll play with you too. But there's about 12 folks and they have this huge entourage of music. It's really a lot of fun.
But he sent me, so the other day he had all of these guests from some other ukulele crew from somewhere.
From his
and I think they're probably going to, it sounds like they're going to start coming, which is awesome.
Oh, we got enough room.
Yeah, I don't know. They fit, they made it work. But I took one video and I posted it on our Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But then he took 3 more of them doing different songs. So I've spent the last 3 days trying to figure out how to upload his YouTube video.
And you're good at this. This is not
you know what it was? I should have called him because he had all of these restrictions. Like he had marked off that it was for kids.
Oh.
And if you mark off it's for kids, you can't copy it, you can't upload it. It's a lot more strict.
Oh.
And I should have just called him and said, hey, go in, change these settings, and I could have just done it. Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bother him. So me, I think I can do it myself. So I finally figured it out. So anyway, I started a playlist. There are at least 3. I should get the other one that I did. There's a playlist of them doing ukulele, different songs on our YouTube channel. If you have not visited our YouTube channel, you need to do that.
It's a channel.
There's
a
lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Like I have
not to mention the past coffee talks.
All the coffee talks are on there. But I also have stuff from previous Silver Arts. Follies are on there. Mm-hmm. I have stuff from the G Squad performing at different events. I have stuff on there from when we did the flash mob. Those videos are on there.
Past Black History Month, and we'll talk about that in a minute, right? Of course, February is Black History Month, and we have a special exhibit with Sheila Hall, Judge.
Awesome.
just amazing artist.
So
And
pretty.
please come by and look at her artwork. Every Wednesday, Meals on Wheels has been having a special presenter,
Yes.
and they decorate the table. It's just really neat recognition of Black History Month. And we have a special movie, and just
Is it the new
Yeah.
Black Panther
Yes.
with the girl? I want to see that.
yes,
That looks really good. I think it's on Disney.
Queen
I
something.
don't know,
Anyway, yeah.
but
that
yeah,
one.
it looks good.
Sorry,
I
should
like
know
those
that. I
movies.
should know that.
Yeah. You interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Moon.
Somebody else said something to me the other day though about I'm so glad you have art up here again. So
Well, while you're gaining your thoughts, I do want to mention that tonight, weekends and nights we rent our facility, but sometimes we host public events. And tonight there is an open house for Go Triangle, who is sponsoring or trying to get feedback about commuter rail.
Oh.
And I know that there's been some interest in that. I'm interested. And then they're also having another open forum about bus routes again soon. And I have really noticed around town how well utilized that bus route is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm so glad. It took years to finally get one, but we have a bus stop right out here.
Yeah, right outside our parking
Yes.
lot.
So it's nice to, and if you needed additional like assistance.
That I think was Amazon. Like the fact
Amazon,
that it was
yeah,
so that they
definitely
could
helped.
get people from
Definitely helped.
Raleigh
Yeah.
to Amazon.
But they were only going one direction every hour, and then they started running them both directions every half hour.
Nice.
So yeah.
And I know they go from over to White Oak.
Yes.
Like yeah.
So
I mean,
but the commuter rail,
and it's free.
I think it's
right
about.
now.
I think it's really about Clayton and Garner and commuter
Do they
rail
go
to
to
RTP.
Clayton?
Yeah. They're well. I don't know. There's a lot.
I don't think it
It's
goes-
interesting. I might hang out for a little bit and see what they have to
Yeah.
say.
Go for it. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. AARP.
Oh, please.
We are not doing AARP here. We have not done AARP in
Taxes.
this building. Taxes. A decade?
More.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I first started here, we were. Then it was over
It
at
took over
Avery
the whole
Street, but
building.
it has
Yeah.
not been associated with the town of Garner since COVID. So it's over.
It's way before.
No.
Oh, town of Garner. Yes. Right. You went with the Advent church.
So it's over at the Garner Advent Christian Church, which is on 1120 Vandora Springs Road, 1120 Vandora Springs Road. There is no way to call them.
No
They do
telephone
not
number.
have phones.
We
It's
do
on-
not carry tax forms.
We do not have anything. You go there Tuesday or Thursdays from 10 to 4 until April. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if it says anything here about when it's over. Oh, till 4/18. Thank you. So I have done it over there. So you go the first time and you don't even have to bring anything. Maybe your social security card. How many years did I not get to do mine by tax day because I didn't have a social security card? I would bring my passport and that still wasn't enough.
Have you got your Medicare card yet?
I have my Medicare card. I've had that for a year. Yes. I'm trying to get on Part B right
Can I
now.
see it?
I don't
No,
have
I'm
it with
just
me.
kidding.
That's just in case that's just hospital stuff right now.
Yeah, I know. I just,
So you keep interrupting me and now I'm forgetting what I was saying. So you go the first day and they just set you up an appointment to come back and they give you a packet of what you need to bring. Then you come back at an actual time appointment and they go over everything you brought and make sure you have everything. Then you make another appointment to come back and that's when you sign everything and they send it in. But you are hopefully not there for very long. Like when it was over at Avery Street, you had to sit there all day. It was like all day thing. It was first come, first serve.
So they're really working on them independently after they make sure you have all your.
Yes. And I'll tell you, a couple
Sure,
times.
it's easier on them.
More than once, this is on truth. I have done my taxes on TurboTax and not like hit the button, to pay for it. And then went and got my taxes done by these guys and got a lot of more money back.
Wow.
Like no lie, like these guys are good, like really good. And you really don't even have to be 55.
No, you
They
don't.
take everybody.
Yeah.
They take everybody.
They don't want complicated like business tax.
Right. It's got to be
It has
pretty
to be
simple.
pretty simple.
It's got to be pretty simple. Although they have taken me before when I had 1,000,001 W-4s because I was working at like 5 gyms. And they've been, we're really not supposed to do this, but
Yeah.
because it's you, Nancy, like, yeah. Sometimes it pays to know people. Thinking, I don't even know if we should mention it. We're thinking about maybe canceling the extra shuffle.
Which is more like the country line dance.
The more advanced country line dance is an extra fee. And then adding a half hour onto the beginner line dance and have that just go 10, is it 10 quarter? I think it goes quarter to 10, like 9:45 to 11:15 or whatever. So we'll see how it goes.
For the people that want to step it up a little bit.
Like you can either leave or you can stay and just watch or participate. So we talked about but I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know before we do that. I am still looking for I need another dance teacher for judges for Silver Arts. I called Christy Wood the other day, but she hasn't got back to me. Maybe I'll call her again today. But if you know of anybody.
Busy time for studios.
I know. I asked Amy.
It's
not Sap. Holcomb. Amy Holcomb.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to figure it out, but she just opened up that new store.
She has a new
she has a store out in Cary. Not uniform. Like dance wear.
Yeah.
I used to go there when I had to drop the kids off at dance over there and work out stuff for myself. So there's like, she has like that type of
so we need another judge, either a singer.
I'd rather get a dance teacher because I have a singer. I have Rosalind Sorrell.
That's one singer.
And I have the line dance teacher, Jean Garr.
It's always good to have one.
And I'd like to have a dance teacher if I can. But we'll see. If not, then I don't know. I'll have to see who I get. But yeah.
Maybe talk to Kim McGee. She might know somebody.
Yeah. I don't know if I want, because the other thing though is if G Squad is performing, I don't know if that would be.
Maybe a compliment. But if it's not,
I don't know. I can ask. The other thing I was thinking about doing was seeing if Razzmatazz was in it, and if not, calling
the choreographer for that.
Yeah, what's his name? Something he. Something. He's wicked famous. It'll come to me. It'll come to me when we get off. Anyway, yes, I thought about calling his dance studio.
Something Lee Heath.
Yes.
Something Lee Heath.
It is something Lee Heath. Eddie, Billy, Jerry. But anyway, he's amazing. I was thinking about calling him and seeing if he would do it, or one of his dance teachers. That's the other thing is when I called.
It's not Tommy Lee.
It's not Tommy Lee. No. Billy Lee.
Oh, I just cried myself.
Right, Freddie Lee.
Freddie Lee
Heath. Freddie Lee. Yeah. What is it? Jerry, Harry. But yeah, that's another one. Maybe I could call Harry's Guitar Shop. See if Harry would.
Well, the wife of.
I do. She said she couldn't do it, but that was the original date. She might be able to do
Debbie
it.
Dunn that used to work at the auditorium.
Yeah, I should ask her if she's open for a different one. Anyway, so I need another judge, and I think what time is it? Ooh, look at us! I can't believe we got through all that stuff.
With me interrupting you the whole time.
I know, you kept making me forget what I was saying.
You're supposed to be better at this. I'll interrupt you all the time.
I know. Well, I did.
So I'm going to talk personal for a minute.
Okay.
Anybody notice?
Look at how much smaller my head is than yours. Look at the difference.
These are my favorite pair of earrings.
You can't really. Oh, there they go. You got to go like this.
They're aliens. They're aliens.
Yep, they're spaceships.
Spaceships.
I didn't know anything about it. Tell them about the spaceship.
So in Frisco, where I go to the beach all the time, and go fishing.
It's on the Outer Banks.
It's on the Outer Banks. Frisco, the one thing that was known for, and you probably saw it on the national news, was the spaceship. That was like one time a library, one time it was a place where Boy Scouts met. It was like in front of the fudge shop. It was like from 1970. It was put up there in 1970. It was actually ordered out of the back of a Playboy magazine. It was like a tiny home kind of thing.
Okay.
Anyway, it was one of the few in existence, and right in October, it burned down.
This past October?
Yeah, this past October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was there. I heard the sirens, and then I rode by, and it was like melted.
Aww.
But anyway, it's really kind of sad that, it's not that icon place. So the next day I went and bought up everything spaceship from every local vendor.
I like them.
It was
Is that your what's your birthstone? Is that your birthstone, the blue?
emerald? Shoot, I'm expensive.
Oh, emerald. See, I'm lucky. I have amethyst. Amethysts
Yeah.
are affordable. Those are pretty
So,
though. That's blue.
Yeah.
It's like an aqua.
but there's a couple of local artists that have capitalized on the spaceship. But everybody asked me about my spaceships, and so there you go.
I've asked a couple times.
That's my one thing, my personal note.
Okay.
I don't have a new grandbaby or people coming in from France to see me for my birthday. I mean, you are kind of popular.
I
mean,
have a few
when you got it, you got
I have a
it.
few friends.
When you
Just
got
a
it, you
few.
got it.
We'll see. But yeah, I think that's about it. Can you think of anything else?
No,
Back to work.
I don't know. We'd rather be here with you.
I know. I don't want to go back to work. We didn't find out who I Am Blessed is yet. You have to
I
tell
think
us who you are.
I've seen that email before, so I'm sure I'll know who it is.
I'll have to go look it up.
Yeah. All right.
Click on it.
Thanks for
Thank
joining
you
us.
all. Make sure to leave some comments. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel. You know what else is coming up?
What?
The Easter egg hunt. I hate the Easter egg hunt. You're not going to be here.
No, but we have one here
Oh,
that is like super, super popular
with Mandy.
with Mandy. She's actually expanding it and getting sponsors this year.
Look at her.
I know. Anyway, it was so much fun.
When are we're supposed to go and be in some video. I'm not going. Did you see that?
We've been filmed enough lately.
Yeah,
I'm good.
go.
I'm good. We've been,
We'll let somebody else be superstars.
I mean, it's hard being like this, I mean.
Bye, y'all. It's always fun. Let us know if you. Oh, look, Tony. I love Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Tony's awesome. Thank you. Bye, guys. Ciao. And